Feeling stuck? Feeling lost, like you're down the rabbit hole from this whole isolation thing here? We're going to talk about maybe it's time to get back at it. Maybe it's time to go ahead and start some calisthenics. We're going to get to it coming up. Hi there, it's Todd, and welcome to the Being Todd channel. I've been sort of on a hiatus now. Some would say that that was a big mistake to not be continuing to film video, and I didn't want to stop filming video, but I filmed more video towards talking about the situation that's been going on with isolation, and I think I turned out some good content. Most of it was on Facebook, my personal page, and some of my Being Todd YouTube page. But I decided that at one point, as I was going through all this here, that I started to realize that even though we don't know what's coming up in the near future, nobody really can predict, that there's really only one thing that I can control, and that is myself. And I started to think about the fact that many of you, like me, got really hung up and preoccupied with watching all the news and being really stuck and bothered by it, and I had to turn off the news entirely. I just couldn't watch it. I'd catch up in about 5 minutes a day, and then I couldn't watch anymore because it's just complete overload. And there's good people who are working on this thing. Our doctors and nurses and immunologists and our government, despite whatever you think about wherever you're at in your political persuasion, collectively, most everybody is trying to do the best, and they can argue about it. That's what politicians do. What we could do is worry about us, and came to the conclusion that it is time to get back at it. Get back at doing the things we can do and use the remaining time that we're in isolation for the good, for the betterment of ourselves. And so particularly on this channel, we talk about improving bands and the better bands and making better musicians. And we talk about a lot of things that relate to music. Well, I thought it's time to start talking about how are we going to improve where we're at when everything opens up. Maybe you've got gigs that were postponed and you're going to be ready to roll again come whenever that date is. Well, have you been working on it? Have you been working on your craft, your musicianship? Have you been working on being ready that you're at full RPMs when that time comes? Because I think many people will not be ready, and it's going to take them a lot longer to get moving down the track. So what I want to propose to you is that I think there's some things we can start to do right now. Now that we've had our pity party and we've hung our head, to improve ourselves. And in improving ourselves, we can improve the lives of the people around us. So number one, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get out a calendar. And that calendar we're going to look at, and we're going to put down there some dates. If it's Saturday today, maybe in 2 days, you're going to have a start date. And between now and Monday, you're going to go ahead and put down what life did look like, because it's important to know where you're coming from. What were the things that were making you happy, that were giving you hope, that made life worth living? You're going to start with that, and then you're going to say, all right, what are the things that are coming up, and what are the things that I really want to be passionate about, that I am passionate about, that I want to start to get back to once things roll again. Okay? You're going to put those down on the list, and then you're going to break those ideas and those goals, those small pieces down into what are the steps do I need to get there. So if you haven't been playing as much as you normally have or singing, well, it's probably time to get into boot camp, start the calisthenics. You're going to start to stretch and get those chops flexed again. So you're going to do all kinds of warm-ups, and you're going to start to spend a considerable amount of your time getting back to really working on your musicianship. Some of you already are doing that, I'm sure. But maybe you haven't really thought about it in the context of being ready to hit the ground running when that comes. So if you're already in a band and you have 30, 40, 50 songs in your song list for whatever your gig is, it's time to probably go back and revisit those, revisit your lyrics if you're a singer, do some recording of yourself and find out where things at. How does it sound? Is everything lining up the way it should? If I'm a singer, does it look like I'm singing correctly? Have I added any tension into the way that I sing or playing? Am I flexing in such a way that my hands are going to get wore out in a hurry? My chops are going to get wore out in a hurry if I'm a horn player. You need to do some self-evaluation of those kinds of things, and then you got to start to really make some progress to be up and ready and going. Also be a good time to learn a new technique, something that maybe you haven't done. So if you're a singer, maybe you want to learn some element of how to yodel with your voice. That's been switching between registers. If you're a drummer, maybe there is some sort of a technique, a double stroke type of thing, a new fill, a means of playing with one arm. I don't know. It could be just about anything. There's thousands of techniques for musicians to learn. So maybe in the next few weeks, this is something that you can bring out and into your arsenal that you could start to use and display your ability to give you some new vigor in the way that you present yourself as a musician. And the other thing, if you've been sitting on your butt playing the whole time, dude, you got to get up, get in front of a mirror somewhere, and you need to perform a few songs. You need to get yourself ready to be a performer again at the highest level. And I've said this many times on this channel. Us people who are in this business, there are very few that are really naturally gifted at it. The rest of us mere mortals, we have to work our tails off, and we have to use our heads to create a better version of ourselves, get better at our musicianship, get better as a performer in front of people, be able to command people's presence, learn the business side of what we do so that we have better odds of being successful in doing this kind of a thing. So that's what I got to say today. Let's get back to it. Let's get back after it. You and I'm going to do the same here too. During this time, I've been building a guitar, so I finished staining it. It's actually a double neck guitar. That's nuts. So we're going to go ahead and keep finishing that up and building a double neck. I'm going to decide to write some music for double neck guitar, where you would switch between the different instruments. It's a bass and guitar double neck. Why not write some music for that? Hey. So anyway, it's going to be fun. And I hope it's fun for you as you discover yourself again, as you're getting ready to launch and celebrate being past this. This will pass. Historically, life goes on, and it's going to go on again here. And the only thing you can do is take care of yourself. So get in there. Take care of yourself. We're going to see you very soon. If you're new to this channel and you find this helpful, I hope that you could go ahead and hit the like button. Subscribe. Come back and join the conversation. And I want to ask you, what are you doing right now? And put this in the comments below right this second. Put it in the comments. What are you going to do to get back and get ready to go? Boom. That's the challenge. All right. We'll see you at the next video, because they're going to start coming fast and furious. We'll see you next time.